Happy Tuesday, nerds. It's your boy, the OG GM, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on this, the 20th day of June, in the year of our Lord, Hello Kitty 2023. And it is a lovely spring day outside, about 75 degrees, beautiful blue sky, nice breeze. So it's time to just some comfy end of the day news. Nothing outrageous, nothing controversial, nothing mediocre, just some little stories to bring the news day to an end. Of course, I'm lying, but let's try and make it as comfy and harmless as possible, shall we? First off, Mophidius. Mophidius is done with Dreams and Machines. That was quick. They have play tested it. They have run it. They have done a podcast of it and a live play of it, and now it's ready to go. This is the first unique tabletop role-playing game title to Mophidius. Sure, they had Conan 2D20 and Star Trek and all these other titles, but as far as I know, they've never done their own thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mophidius fans, but, they've always been, here's the Star Trek, here's the Conan, here's the Witcher. But Dreams and Machines is their own thing, and sort of it's a post-apocalypse, Tales from the Loop, recovering from the end of the world, but hope instead of hopelessness. So it looks fun. And the starter set will be available. Sadly, it's $40. So considering the amount of 20s that it comes in with it, it does look like it's going to be a 2D20 system. For some reason, the D20s are pink, which seems like an impossible color to look at if you're rolling dice. I like my dice to be dark and my numbers to be bright. If the bright numbers on bright dice, I can't see them. So that's just a bad design. But I suppose some people love those. Don't know anything about the system. Other than, it's post-apocalypse, it's in the future, but instead of it being bleak end of the world post-apocalypse, it's more of a hopeful apocalypse. Like maybe this one will pull out of and do things. I don't know. It's got starter sets coming out. It's $40. You can order it now. Link down below if you are curious to find out more about this. There's lots of information off the Mophidius site. They seem to be really excited about this. And again, as far as I know, this is the first original product line they've ever done. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with this. All right. Moving on to Boo Hiss. Boo. You guys used to be G.I. Joe, but now you're Cobra. Renegade Games Studios, you remember them. We talked about them yesterday, who in a fit of utter Hasbro-ness, decided to tell another company they couldn't use the word renegade. We talked about that yesterday, and I'm just, if the ponies are ashamed of you and G.I. Joe's ashamed of you, Cobra, on the other hand, appreciates your evil, if utterly silly, attempts. Anyways, we got some new stuff for the Critical Vanguard Cobra G.I. Joe card game thing. This is called the Mission Critical Vanguard Strike Expansion, which includes more cards for the G.I. Joe deck building game. And even more cards. We've got the Midnight Storm expansion that will feature all those amazing ninjas. We all know, come on, as much as they tried to shove Snake Eyes down our throat, everybody loves Storm Shadow, right? And yep, more. We've got a source book coming out for all the villains. There's only one villain in the G.I. Joe universe, right? It's Cobra. So it's not like it's going to be a surprise. So it's an entire book dedicated to Cobra, which, I don't know, could be cool. Then, of course, we know the My Little Pony role-playing game is coming out. This will be the first official role-playing game featuring the ponies, as approved by Hasbro, as long as you ignore the other three that they made. But yeah, no, this is the official one. None of those other three count, even though Hasbro said they did. But Steiner math. Shame on you, Renegade. Pinkie Pie is upset at you. So that's coming out. We've also got the very confusing G.I. Joe Transformers Power Rangers Field Guide, which links to, I guess, the stinger ending of Transformers Rise of the Beast. So we're going to see at some point in time, possibly G.I. Joe versus Transformers. And this is a topic that has been covered multiple times in the official comic books. And now we have a game link to it as well. So yeah, G.I. Joe versus Power Rangers versus Transformers. Who wins? I mean, it's going to come down to the Rangers and the Transformers, and then it just depends which Ranger team it is, you know. Now, from a company called Roll for Combat, who's decided to start sending me information as well. I don't know anything about these guys, except they make 5e compatible monster books. They've got a 5e compatible monster book coming out called World of Battlezool from Indigo Isles. This is coming from July. It's called the World of the Battlezool. So basically, it sounds like Pokemon. But since they couldn't use Pokemon, it's Battle Zoo. So you collect and train various monsters and travel around the world as a homeless bum, going to different places where you battle these monsters for badges. Yeah, because when you think about it, Pokemon is a really disturbing concept. But it's a monster book, and I guess it's, well, look, we've got like a Trogodile there, so I guess it's a slightly cutie monster book. Definitely some obvious Pokemon love there. Charmander, you know, we got a little, stuff going on. This one seems to have a tropical isle feel to it. It's an expansion book for the Battle Zoo world, which is a 5e compatible thing. We also have the Elemental Storm. This was the contest where people could design element monsters and submit them, and the best would be picked for this book. So it's Battle Zoo Beastery Elemental Storm. So if you had a chance to do this contest and remember that they were doing it, you can now vote for the winner for this monster book. And then they also got another monster book coming out called Strange and Unusual for 5e. And this will also feature the winners from the RPG Superstar contest. Again, you could submit a monster, the winners would be picked. Why D&D 5th edition will be the last edition? No, it won't. It's silly. Shame on you for even think it will be. They're already saying there's another edition going to come out in 2027. It's literally on the calendar. Silly man with your silly think. But the last edition, it's not going to be the last edition. I laugh at your foolishness. So anyways, these guys make monster books. I think if we categorically looked at every single solitary 5e third-party product company and what they made, 80 to 90% monster books. Because monster books are easy, right? I mean, you basically cut and paste other monster books and just change names. You go through your favorite comic books, mythologies, whatever, add those, and then you just make a couple up based upon things you're sitting around the house. Ooh, the ice cream monster. You give it a weird name and blam, there you go. And some 5e stats. Do we really need several thousand monster books? I don't know. I mean, it's an easy way to start your place in the gaming company, and some of them have been exceptionally well done, but mostly at the end of the day, it's just, how many times can I reskin a dragon? How many times can I reskin an orc? How many times can I reskin a zombie and give it a new name or a new picture? But basically it's, a thing. I don't know. But yeah, I think if anybody actually did the research, we would find that probably 80% of all third-party 5e product are monster books. And that's it for the Tabletop Role-Playing Game Bits and Bobs Tuesday. Just trying to have a little comfy end of the week Tuesday news. Unfortunately, we can't because Renegade. Speaking of Modiphius, there's only 10 days less to get the Super Conan pack on drive-thru. Crafty Matt Craft's favorite role-playing game of all time. Link down below. Get the entire PDF run of every 2D20 Conan that Modiphius made from day one to the day they shut the thing down. Entire run, all PDFs for $30. Remember, it's PDFs, not physical product. And since they are PDFs, once you buy them from drive-thru, check them for viruses and stuff. But yeah, Crafty Matt Craft's favorite role-playing game of all time, 2D20 Conan, $30 on drive-thru. There you go. Last chance to get it before it goes away. Then there will be a new owner of the Conan role-playing IP. What their plans for it are, we don't know. Sadly, it's probably going to be 5e, but we hope not. Till later, I'm the OG GM. I'll be back tomorrow with our regularly scheduled nonsense. Till then, have a great day. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay off my land. The ponies are ashamed at you, renegade. Shame,